How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Robotics Notes Elite. It's been a few days since I last recorded, so I don't really remember what happened last time. I know that, that Nai, she showed up again. She talked with Akiho. I think maybe Kaito was talking with Juna about the Committee of 300 and some other stuff. And I think that's maybe all that really went down. I don't think there was really too much that was covered in the previous episode. But again, I don't remember anything. That is not the button I wanted to press. We need to check Twitter. We got some new stuff here. The fanatic blood in me is boiling from talking about Kogame. Tenoji-san came by, but she left. Everyone be careful, don't let her convince you. What is a gunbam? Okay, that's probably supposed to mean Gundam, but, you know, we have to have references and such. We need to actually respond to this one with something Aki-chan likes, which is true. The rest of these are absolutely false. It must be hard for people who can't tell a lie when they read one. You are too pure and cute, senpai. I don't think she is a bad person. I don't even know what all these, like, conversations are about here. Oh, wait. This is talking about Nai. Okay. Memo for myself. Tonight's dinner. I have no idea how to pronounce that. What do we got going on here? Tanegashima has lots of small hills, which was quite surprising. As a biker, each hill itself wasn't so bad, but all those hills in a row were super annoying. I don't know how many times I cried inside thinking, what's the point of climbing up if we're just gonna go down again? It is really interesting how she's embraced biking. We all know where that's from. Didn't think you'd bring your bike to the island. Hahaha, I don't know what that is my partner. Yeah, I guess that's the name of her bike? Okay, cool. I don't think there's anything to see here. I tried to use the geotags last time here, and there was just nothing to scan. I've been groaning in front of the drink corner for 15 minutes. At the register behind me, Mizuka-san is sighing for what feels like the billionth time.
万引きするつもりなら諦めな。言動が怪しすぎるよ。
She says that to me while reading a newspaper.
失礼だな。何を買うか本気で迷ってるんですよ。高校生の小遣いなんてたかが知れてるんです。だから100円たりとも無駄にはできないわけでね。
I'm lying, of course. Yeah, it sounded too garbage to believe. I'm actually debating whether or not I should ask Mizuka-san about the Committee of 300. We should be really careful with how much, or who we bring that up to, how much we're talking about it, really. If I do, I'll end up having to tell her about the Kimijima Reports. But whenever it comes to Kimijima-ko or Airi, Mizuka-san's reaction is kinda scary. So I'm conflicted as to whether I should bring it up or not. But I can't afford to stand here and deliberate forever. To ask or not to ask? I take a peek at Mizuka-san again. The steamer off to the side of the register enters my line of sight. In order to get info, I'll have to eat one of those passion fruit buns. As it turns out, that's the deciding factor. Alright, I'll give up on asking Mizuka-san for now. Now that that's decided, my actions are swift and to the point. I grab a bottle of fruit sour melon and take it to the register.
やけにすっきりした顔してるじゃないか。店に入ってきた時のおどおどした様子とは大違いだ。情報はいらないってことかい？
何のことかな？
かい。何を隠してる？
水香さんには関係ないさ。
あたしを怒らせるんじゃないよ。
She's terrifying. Her sharp gaze pierces through my body. I'm like a frog being stared down by a vicious snake. What did I do to deserve this death stare? I didn't even say anything. Oh no. We have found Nai. Tenoji Nai enters the store while I'm still petrified.
Yashio-kun でしたっけ？おはよう。こんにちはかな。
どうも。
いらっしゃい。JAXA の人？
はい、そうなんです。おととい島に来たばかりで。ヤシオくんはこの店よく利用するの？
まあ。
Saved by the bell. Thanks to Tenuji Nai's swift intervention, I've been freed from Mizuka-san's Medusa gaze. I was honestly about to cave and spill the beans.
アキホちゃんが寂しそうにしてたよ。ヨシオくん、手伝ってあげればいいのに。
俺はそういうのはしない主義なんで。
More importantly, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. I place some coins on the counter to pay for the drink and rush outside. And there's a fancy bike parked in front of the store. Is this one of those mountain bikes? I mean, that sure is a bike. Damn. That does look pretty cool, actually. I'm not a bike person. I actually started riding last year and then stopped after I got bit by a dog. So that was fun. But no, like, I don't have a mountain bike or anything like that. Definitely not as wide, or I've got wider tires than what's shown here. Those are fucking narrow. Wait, don't tell me she biked here all the way from Tennessee. That's a 15-kilometer trip, give or take. Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, 15 kilometers is nothing, honestly, on a bike. But I guess with all these hills that she was complaining about, that can't be an easy ride.
私の自転車、気になります？
Tenuji Nai comes strolling outside. She's holding a sports drink. Did we ever scan her geotag? Oh. No, we just have more information that we can check out now. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I don't think there's anything else to see.
1日50キロは走るようにしてるんですよ。
Jesus Christ.
本当は100キロくらい走りたいんですけどね。それじゃあ何が本業かわからなくなっちゃいますから。
その格好で乗ってるの？
本気走りの時はロード用のジャージを着ますよ。でも普段は軽く流すだけだから結構適当。乗ってみます？
いや、別にいいです。
遠慮しなくていいのに。そうそう、ヨシオくん、この前はバタバタしてて個別に挨拶できなかったですよね。改めましてよろしくお願いします。
Tenuji Nai sticks her hand out with no hesitation. I guess she wants me to shake hands. I'm not quite as on guard with her as I was before, but she still scares me a little. I mean, come on, that was a ridiculous course of events. Keeping those thoughts to myself, I take her hand and shake it.
かーい、照れてんじゃないよ。
The automatic doors open and Mizuka-san pokes her head out to drop her zinger. She then immediately vanishes. Wow, incredible. Was she watching the whole time?
確かに顔が赤い。
Tenuji-san inches close to my face, still holding my hand.
自己紹介で握手求める人なんてこんな田舎にはなかなかいませんよ。
I think Akiho is probably the only one.
そうそう、東京でもよく言われました。私はお父さんがフランス育ちだからこうするのが普通だと思ってたんですけどね。
Wait, he was raised in France?
あとハグして頬をペタペタする挨拶もしますよ。
Huh?
は？
ペタペタ、私とヤシオくんとでお互いの頬をペタッと。
ああ、映画かなんかで見たことある。
I don't think I have.
やってみます？
遠慮しときます。
ですよね。さっきもアキホちゃんにハグしたらすごく驚かれました。
それはちょっと羨ましいな。
どっちが？
アキホです。
逆じゃないんですか？
It's not quite a hug, but whenever she has an attack, I usually hold her by the shoulders, so...
別に普通かな。
じゃあ私とハグするのも普通でしょ？
Tenuji Nai starts getting fidgety, like she really wants to give me a hug.
どうしてもやりたいって言うなら俺に勝負して勝つことですね。そしたら何でも言うこと聞きますよ。
勝負？
キルバラです。
Yep, here we go.
ああ、格闘ゲーム。じゃあ今度お手合わせしてください。
へえ、強いんですか？
どうかな、一度もやったことないから。
I was into other fighting games 4 or 5 years ago, she says with a sinister smile as she unlocks her bike, excuse me.
じゃあまた来ます。アキホちゃんや他の部員の子たちによろしくです。
And just like that, she blissfully rides off into the distance on her mountain bike. She's fast. Her acceleration is fairly impressive. Well, yeah, I mean, look at that bike. If she can ride that fast in those clothes, she must really be a pro. What was the point of this whole scene? At the end of the day, I wasn't able to talk to anyone about the Committee of 300. Anything new on Twitter? Yep. Let's all go to the what festival? I don't know if I have to respond specifically with something here, but I guess I gotta check. That's how things are nowadays. Does not seem like it. There's nothing that I need to specifically say, so I guess we can say whatever we want. We don't need to all go together. Pretty sure everyone has their own plans. You're gonna go with no money. It'll be rough when you can't buy any amazing festival food. And sure. Let's go with sure. Let's just keep it simple. Where are we? Right here. My family was upset when I told them, that I wasn't going with them to the festival. Should be fine. They don't listen to me anyway. Always running around everywhere. Oh, is that my bad? No, not at all. What? What happened? Did a stranger break in? I get the feels whenever I watch Tiger Rabbit. Seriously, a masterpiece, lol. I wish I watched in real time. Of course, that's what I thought it was. Quick break, I think I played about 3 hours, 21-4, not focused at all. That boy probably won't come back home till late tomorrow. Just enjoy your day at the festival. We should go to the festival too. I can accompany you since I don't have a flight. Oh, really? Hello from Space Candy. We will have a booth at the... Okay, how do we pronounce this? The Yoira Iki Festival? There will be a venue limited space tornado candy there, so don't miss it. Alrighty. It's not all that surprising considering I don't have that many friends to begin with. I tried to look up the committee online, but all I found was vague info with sketchy sources and the like. I can't focus on KB. I'm winning, but I'm far from my A game. I'm even dropping combos. Before I read the report, I was on a roll this morning. What should I do? I considered publishing it online, but that would just mean more noise to sift through. I would probably end up dealing with a bunch of trolls and armchair analysts. I get an idea, so I decide to write up an email. My Pokecom opens up the email composition screen. Been a while, it's Kaito. I'm messaging you because I wanted to ask you a question. Not counting on you replying, but have you ever heard of these things called the Kimijima Reports? I heard that you knew Kimijima-ko when he was still alive, so I thought you might know something. Talk to Aki-chan sometime soon. Well, I can tell where this is actually going here. Yep. I wonder if we'll get a response. The message ended up being kind of blunt, but Misane was always down with that. Whether it was via email or phone call, Misane was always to the point. It'll be fine. And as I mentioned in the email, I don't expect her to reply. So then, why did I even send her a message in the first place? Honestly, I don't know. I've done the same thing to other people as well. Like, I know that they don't really respond by text, or even read texts or emails or whatever, or other circumstances, and I don't know, just a better peace of mind, probably. The last one was probably when I told her I joined the Robotics Club with Akiho. On the flip side, Akiho's apparently been messaging her pretty frequently. After hearing that she never got any replies, I figured it was a waste of time and just naturally stopped. But why doesn't Misane at least respond to her own sister? Her own family, really. Is she that busy? Even with all the work that she's up to, it would only take 5 minutes to write something up. Or maybe now that she's in Tokyo, she's completely forgotten about this small island out of time. Oh? Oh, shit, here we go. I glance down at the screen to see who it's from. Misane. I can't believe my eyes.
Misane.
しばらく見ないうちにずいぶん大きくなったわね、カイ。
Well, yeah, it's been, what, 6 to 9 years, maybe? Despite my confusion, I can't mask my joy. My face is lit up. I mean, she's basically my master. She's the rival that I have to beat one day. How can I not be happy that I'm talking to Misane for the first time in 6 years?
久しぶり。
It feels extremely weird to be talking to Misane, who is some 1,000 kilometers away from here,
メール読んだわ。
without so much as a greeting. She cuts right to the chase.
送ったばっかりなのに。そもそもこっちからのメールなんて一切目を通してないと思ってた。
全部読んでいるわよ。秋のメールもね。
I know Akiho will be thrilled to hear that.
カイがもう何年も連絡をよこさなかったことも知っているわ。
読んでるなら読んでるって言ってほしかったよ。そしたら毎日でも送ったね。
Okay, maybe not every single
ってい
day.
うかさ、聞きたかったんだけど、キルバラのタジリンって。
カイ、
Misane cuts me off and casts her gaze on me. Whoa, she's scary. When I was little, Misane and Mizuka-san were known for being terrifying when they were angry. Mizuka-san looks like she'd be scary. Looks like she'd be scary when mad, but Misane usually smiled, so that gap made things worse. Plus, I was constantly teased by her as a kid, so I'm conditioned to be scared of her in particular. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Someone who knows her, or who only knows her, as the PR person for EXCO would wet their pants if they saw her true nature.
メールに書いたことは本当なの？
ああ、まあね、宇宙が丘公園で見つけた。ミサ姉は君島公園愛理と面識あったって水香さんに聞いたから。
忘れなさい。
え？
君島レポートのことは忘れて。これ以上探してはいけないわ。いいわね。
なんで？
関わってはいけないものだからよ。約束して。
そんな頭ごなしに言われても。
もしこれ以上関わるなら、カイ、あなたはきっと後悔することになる。だから忘れなさい。
Yeah, if you keep it that vague, then, well, no, he's not gonna promise shit.
いや、理由を説明。
Yeah, what the fuck? She hung up.
なんなんだよ、一体。っていうか、6年ぶりに話できたのに、近況報告の一つもなしか。
She's not interested in any of that. She doesn't really care. Like, sure, she reads the emails and everything that she gets, but she doesn't care enough to actually, you know, respond back or ask questions about how everybody's doing. It's just something interchanged, and she has other things to think about. Even after becoming a working adult, she's as straight to the point as ever. You haven't changed a bit, Misane. There were so many things I wanted to ask her, like if she's Tajirine, or if she saw us at Robo 1. Anyway, forget everything, eh? I'll regret it if I get involved any further. Does that mean that Misane is familiar with the Kimijima reports?
随分と中途半端な警告してくれちゃってまあ。
This is just going to have the opposite effect on me. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. By being vague and having this like pushing more of a sense of mysteriousness on this whole deal, yeah, he's going to keep it up. He's going to look for more. It's like she's asking me to keep digging. But more importantly,
君島公の死についてミサ姉が何か知ってるんじゃないかって勘ぐっちゃうじゃないか。
well, she knows more than we do about this whole deal, that's for sure. And now we're following Akiho here at this little festival here. The normally deserted field is packed full of people today. It's like the entirety of Nakatane is gathered here.
今年もすごい人だね。
June is beaming more than usual, and there's a bit of a hop in her step. She's pretty quiet during club as she watches me work, but I guess she likes a good festival as much as anyone else. Today is the Yoira Iki festival. Yoira Iki means let's all work together in Tanegashima dialect, apparently. I have never used it, but I guess it suits us perfectly.
ロボ部ヨイラーイキー。
部長、その言葉言いたいだけじゃないんですか。
何よ、新入部員との親睦を深めようってせっかくみんなで来たのに。
The festival is held at the Central Athletic Park, aka Taiyo no Sato, located near our school. It's close enough that we can actually see the fireworks from the old airport, so I got everyone together.
でも例によってフラウボーは欠席か。
I want to ruffle Kai's hair like I always do when I call him a big jerk, but he's MIA, so I ruffle my own.
っていうかカイはあいつも姿見えないけど。ヤシオくんがコウジロさんを呼びにあのホテルに行ったの。だからまだ来てないみたい。あ、そっか。説得に手こずってるのかな。やっぱり東京に住んでた人はお祭りなんかに興味ないのかも。
That kind of makes me a little sad. I've heard all about Frau, how she moved here by herself, hasn't tried to make friends, or hasn't been to school since the second day. Again, I know it's supposed to be Frau Bo apparently, but I like to rhyme. Maybe as a Tokyo girl, she doesn't even want to come near us country bumpkins.
本人の資質の問題でしょう。古氷はどう見ても人とのコミュニケーションが苦手なタイプですよ。
だったらうちらで手助けしてあげるのはどうかな。同じロボ部なんだし。
古氷のお気に入りはヤシオ先輩みたいですから、あの人に任せておけばいいのでは？
え？
Frau Bao's fond of Kai? Well, yeah, obviously. Is it because they're both into fighting games?
じゃあカイに電話してみようかな。
And of course, no matter how many times I ring him up, he doesn't answer. What am I doing?
それより僕も帰っていいですか？こういう慣れ合いは好きじゃないんで。
Subaru then turns the other way and attempts to walk in the reverse direction of the crowd.
じゃあスバルを逃がさないで。
June freaks out and does her best to grab onto Subaru's arm.
にゃんですか？
Oh, there it is.
ごめんなさい。その
謝る前に手を離して。
でもアキホちゃんがだから捕まえてってなんで揃ってテンパってるの？
Subaru awkwardly pulls himself away from June's arm and finally catches his breath, or her arms.
別に僕が一緒じゃなくてもいいでしょう。おせっかいですよ部長。大徳先輩も部長の言うことをいちいち聞かなくていいです。
ごめんなさい。じゃあ後輩に敬語なんて使わなくていいって。もっと先輩面してもいいんだよ。そんなこと言われても。日高くんって私なんかよりも全然大人っぽいし。
Yeah, most of the time. Subaru once again attempts to flee mid-conversation. And this time, I'm the one grabbing Subaru's arm.
だから何なんです？
新入部員の親睦を深めるって言ってるじゃん。
僕は幽霊部員ですので、そんな必要はありません。
でもアリバイ作りにはなるんじゃない？
アリバイ？
お父さんに今日出かけていたのは友達とお祭りに行っていたからだって言えるでしょ？
なるほど。
Looks like that worked.
そうだ、スバルにお面買ってあげるよ。
The stall selling masks catches my interest, so I decide to pick one out.
なんでお面？
ねえ、じゃあ何がいいと思う？
Something looks very familiar here.
これはピーマン。それともこっちのウーパの方がいいかな。
Oh, yep, okay, that'll explain it.
この赤い戦隊ヒーローとか。おお、これって懐かしのふざけんじゃ。これにしよう。
I immediately purchase it and hand it to Subaru as a gift.
部長からのありがたいお裾分けなんだから大事にするように。こういうの安くないんだから。
Plus, he's actually used to wearing a mask. Since I'm not getting an allowance anymore, nor do I have New Year's money, this blew a hole in my wallet.
ほら、頭につけて。
嫌です。
せっかくプレゼントしてあげたのに。
嫌です、絶対に。あくまでアリバイ作りの証拠品としてこれはいただきます。
はっきり言う。気に入らんな。
Inside the athletic ground next to the booths, a special stage is set up. There, participants are aloha dancing and yoiraiki dancing. People have laid down sheets to prepare for the fireworks show. And of course, there are tons of people wearing yukatas and happies.
今年も浴衣で来られなかったな。
I recall saying something similar when I came last year with Kai.
私、去年は浴衣だったよ。弟たちと毎年来てたから。へえ、弟いるんだ。うん、3人。
That many?
今年もあの子たち3人とも来てると思う。どこかにいるはずだよ。じゃあ紹介してよ。でもなんていうか、3人ともこらえ性のないやんちゃ坊主だよ。きっとね。袋叩きにされちゃうよ。私より空手強いし。
A sandbag, huh?
攻撃的な弟くんたちなんだね。
I force out a laugh and look down at my Pokecom. Kai still hasn't responded. My house is in Minamitane, so up until junior high, coming to this festival was a bit of an adventure. Kai and I rode our bikes all the way over. Then once we bought the one thing we wanted from the festival, we would leave. After we got into high school, we would swing by on the way home from school. My freshman year, I came here with Kai and our senpai in the Robotics Club. Last year, it was just me and Kai. Now that I think about it, I guess Kai was always with me when I came here. I don't have many memories of coming to the festival with Big Sis. Though we did go to the Rocket Festival in Minamitane once. We both wore yukata and everything.
Akiho-chan, 食べる?
Okay, I like this CG. Hey, you know, I found a thumbnail. Perfect. Jun's holding out some steaming hot takoyaki.
いつの間に買ったの？ごめん。たこ焼き好きだからつい。美味しそう。
I decide to have one. I poke one with a toothpick and throw the whole ball into my mouth, which leads to this very lovely scene.
日高くんもよかったら。
どうも。
I burn my mouth.
スバルって純にはやけにそっけないよね。
Subaru blows on his takoyaki repeatedly in an effort to cool it down.
もしかして猫舌？
いけませんか?
Among other things. He's so focused I should leave him be. I glance around aimlessly. Just ahead of us I spot a familiar face. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is it's quite the duo here.
どうかした？頭低くして。
I lower my head to hide myself within the crowd.
ミッチーと一緒にいるのってJAXAの天王寺さんだよね。あ、本当だ。あの二人がなんで一緒にいるんだろう。しかもなんかミッチーってばデレデレじゃない？目尻がトローンって垂れ下がってる。もともと垂れ目だけどいつもの 1.5 倍は垂れてる。どうしたの？だって長岡先生の顔、鼻の下を伸ばすって言葉そのままで。
Yeah, it is kind of silly, huh?
すごく下品な感じ。でも笑っちゃうのは失礼かも。
No, but I will.
そんなところで気を使わなくていいって。
Michi and Teneji-san seem to be enjoying their conversation as they follow the flow of the crowd. From afar, they look like a bona fide couple.
怪しい。そもそもミッチーはこの前うちらが拉致された時いなかったよね。
No, he wasn't important enough for that.
だからあの二
Just
人は
like he's not even a part of the club.
まさか天王寺さん、うちが断ったから今度は顧問から懐柔しようって魂胆じゃ。 どうかな。スバルはどう思う？
Oh my god. He's still focused. He's still blowing on his takoyaki. Alright, whatever. I'm seriously just gonna leave him be.
このままじゃまずいかもしれない。天のおじさんに色仕掛けで迫られたらきっとミッチーなんてイチコロだよ。そうかな。私は長深田先生のことそんなによく知らないからわからないかな。間違いないって。いや、そもそも色仕掛けをされてることに全く気づかないって可能性もあるけど、でもあの顔を見る限りデレデレになっちゃってるのは間違いない。そうして顧問を骨抜きにしてうちらにガンツクワンの開発を凍結させるつもりなんだ。ジャクサのお姉さんは化け物か。
We continue to watch the pair, who are now sharing a 5-pack of yakitori.
間違いない。ミッチーはこのままだと落ちる。でもやっぱりこういうの良くないよ。
No, we should. It'd be
やられる
funny.
前にやれだよ。
I turn around to check on my partners in crime. Juna remains hesitant. Subaru has finally tossed the takoyaki into his mouth, but it's still too hot for him. He's holding back tears. These two aren't going to be much help.
こうなったらうちが出る。
Michi and Tenoshi-san are both offering each other their last yakitori kebab. When it comes to rom-coms, this is always the big fateful moment. They both reach for the kebab at the same time, and their hands inadvertently touch, causing them to blush. I must put an end to this charade.
その焼き鳥ノーゴー。
I confidently march in front of the pair, quickly snatch away the last skewer of yakitori, and stuff it into my mouth. How did I see this coming? Gizzards.
あれ、アキホちゃんたちも来ていたんですね。
なんだ、瀬宮妹。クレイジー張ってやがるな。そんなに砂肝が食いたかったのか？だがな、人の食い物を盗むのはダメだぞ。人によっては警察に突き出されるからな。それとな、食い物の恨みは深いって言葉があるんだよ。覚えとけ。俺、豆知識だから。
That's not a pro tip, it's just common sense. Oh, and gizzards are pretty tasty.
危機は去ったみたいね。農合判断をして正解だったよ。っていうか、二人って面識あったっけ？さっき学校にご挨拶に伺ったんですよ。今日はいらっしゃると聞いて。で、ちょうどいい機会だからとお祭りに案内してもらったんです。
いいか、瀬宮妹。世間にはな、酒の付き合いってもんがある。あるか
？Now that he's right in front of me, I can tell that Michi reeks of booze.
五代先生が天のおじさんを接待しておけば、後々ロボ部に回ってくるこれも。
Says Michi as he makes a ring with his thumb and index finger. Oh my god. I guess he's talking about money.
だいぶ変わってくるわけだ。任せとけ妹。先生が思いっきり接待しておいてやるからな。
He's sloshed. I'm starting to think he just wanted an excuse to drink. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure he can't hold his liquor, like at all. He'll probably drink himself into oblivion before she can ever seduce him.
天のおじさん、こんな酔っ払いはほったらかしておいていいですから。いえいえ、なかなか面白い先生ですね。
Yeah, fascinating is one thing, teacher is not. I can't believe she can keep a smile on her face after being dragged around by this drunk. Tenoshi-san might actually be really sweet. But then again, I get the feeling that her eyes aren't laughing. Ooh, fireworks.
花火。
The bright lights bloom in the sky, in the night sky.
綺麗ですね。オーロラが出てるせいで花火がちょっと目立たない感じですけど、こうして見ると花火で夜空を燃やしているみたい。
They're so intense that it's like they're engulfing the entire sky. The sounds of their explosions reverberate all the way to the core of my stomach. After looking up at the fireworks for a moment, I glance down at the screen of my Pokécom again. And just as I expected, no response from Kai. I try calling him again, but no luck.
もしかしてサボった？もう帰ったらほんとマイペースなんだから。
Or maybe he's still trying to convince Frau to come out. I doubt that she would enjoy this sort of thing anyway, so he should just give up and meet up with us. We always used to watch the fireworks together, so it's a little lonely without him next to me. I wonder why. It's not just the two of us this year. June and Subaru are here too. I have more friends, and yet somehow deep down, I still feel lonely. Yeah, it probably doesn't help that, her sister, who she, misses, is also not here. Real good sense of loneliness to come out of that one. What tips do we have here? Oh, we've got a lot. So, Fusa Kenger is short for Sword Squad Fusa Kenger. It is a live-action show that aired from February 2013 to January 2014, where 5 shape-shifting heroes fight against the evil trying to conquer the world. We know what an Upa is. P-Man is an original comic that was later adapted into an animated series by Fujio Fujiko. By putting on a green helmet, the main character turns into P-Man to protect the city, solving problems with the help of his friends. Taiyo no Sato is another name for the Nakatane Central Athletic Park located in the eastern part of Nakatane Tanegashima, a recreational spot used by people all over the island. It features a sports facility, a running track, a martial arts center, and a swimming pool. The park is well known for its giant windmill located behind the running track. We know what a source is. The Winchester Mystery House, a mansion located in San Jose. Wait, really? For about 40 years, this mansion was renovated incessantly by the wife of the man who invented the Winchester rifle. After her husband passed away, the woman started seeing a spirit medium, as she felt that she was being haunted. The medium said that the woman was being haunted by the spirits of all those who had been killed by the rifle her husband invented. Frightened, the woman spent the rest of her life continually adding more and more rooms to the mansion in an attempt to evade the spirits. The mansion is still said to be cursed to this very day, and many tourists enjoy visiting the mansion on mystery tours. Ooh. Is this real? Is this a real thing? I'm kind of interested in that. Okay, we know what a black hole is. Illuminati, Star of David, unwinnable. All right. And it is the 3rd, a brand new day, but unfortunately I can't access my Pokécom. Oh well, no Twitter for us. The night sky, already red due to the aurora, is even brighter than usual. The fireworks have begun. I gaze out at them through the window in the hallway. I'm sure there are tons of people cheering and enjoying themselves underneath those fireworks right now. I think I went to go see them with Akiho last year. I've gotten multiple calls from her already, but I don't feel like heading over there. I still can't get over what happened yesterday.
忘れなさい。
I keep wondering what she meant by that. I can't settle down. At times like this, the only thing to do is empty my mind and play Kill Ballad, of course. And that's why I decided to avoid the crowds and take refuge in the abandoned hotel with the shut-in high school girl.
先輩、
Oh god.
準備できた。
Uh,
入ってもいいよ。あんまりジロジロ見ないでね。
なんでそんな恥ずかしそうに言うわけ？
not that I would be surprised if there was underwear on the floor.
ちょっと妄想再現してみました。デュフ。初めてのお泊まり的な。今日の俺、なんだかお前のぬくもりに抱かれて眠りたい気分なんだ。それとも俺がお前を抱いてやろうか。壊れるくらい激しく。な。来たー!
Yeah, you know what? I do see some similarities with Daru, I will admit. Frau's stupidly hyped as usual.
ふざけてるなら帰るけど。
ふう。なんか外でどんどん言ってるけど、なんぞ。
花火だよ。
割とどうでもいい。
You're the one who... Yeah, what the fuck?
ランキング2位がオンラインになったお。近いうちにマッチングするかも。
わかったよ。
I returned to Frau's room. It's stupidly cold, big surprise. it's also dirty. There's trash everywhere.
少しは掃除したら？
ロリメイドさん希望ぬロゼッタタンでもいいかも。
Say what?
というわけでロゼッタタン早く二次元から出てくるように。
Oh, that's right. Rosetta, that's one of her AI characters. Frau is grinning as she speaks to her Pokecom.
前から気になってたけど、そのロゼッタって何？
キルバラやってるくせに頑張れるのメインヒロインの名前ど忘れするとか。このにわかが。
Yeah, he's not. Like, we all know this.
まあ
It's not a surprise to any of us, right?
空気ヒロインとか言われてましたけどね。私自分のポケコンにロゼッタタンと元気くんのボットを飼ってるんだお。ロゼッタタン挨拶。
こんばんは、ヤシオさん。ユウキロゼッタです。
I can hear a girl's voice coming from Frau's Pokecom.
俺は元気。怒涛元気だ。よろしくな。
この声聞いたことあるぞ。
頑張れるの主役とヒロインなわけだが、ヤシオ先輩の使ってる機体が頑張れるに乗ってるの元気くんだし。
ああ、そう言われればそんなような気がしてきた。
I don't have the disposition to remember anime character faces and names very well.
で、今喋ったけど。
ボットだから喋らないと始まらないよ。
俺の言葉にも反応するわけ？
試してみればいい。ただしボットは私のだから見せてあげない。
She's being really irritating. You don't say. Why not let me take a look? Whatever. I try speaking to her Pokecom.
元気？おっす。
おっす。元気一発。へへ。
へえ、すごいな。ロゼッタ、今何時？
ただいまの時間は午後7時35分ですわ。夕食はお済みになりましたか？
These are pretty smart bots.
そのボットコナちゃんが作ったの？
どや。
She's acting like she just had a huge victory.
こいつらって勝手に話しかけてきたりする？
しない。そんなことされてもうざいだけだし。
ですよね。愛梨ちゃんに聞かせてやりたいよ。
You know, it's another very fascinating, I guess, detail or prediction of how around this time, 2019, where technology would be. I mean, today, here in 2023, we do have AI that is, well, everywhere. We have ChatGPT that seems to be implemented in anything that exists, but I think we are getting very close to being able to have full-on conversations with AI, and you can choose the voices and everything. I mean, come on, we've all seen the TikToks where all the past presidents and Joe Biden are playing like Minecraft and shit. So we're getting there. At this point, it's really just combining the text conversations that you can have with ChatGPT and I guess the AI voices and also voice recognition. And then, boom, there you go.
アイリー？
We're pretty much right there.
呼びましたか？
Irie speaks as soon as I boot up Iruo. She's looking at me from within the screen. Frau's eyes widen.
なんだこれボット？どう見ても実写です。本当にありがとうございました。
Irie is troublesome because she tends to pop up like this. Now I have to explain things to Frau. Actually, nope, I still can't access my Pokecom. Wait, I don't have to say anything. I can just let Irie do the talking. And so I tap on her in order to summon Sister Centipede.
ゲジネーモードに移行します。
I wonder how this will go.
ゲジネ、この変態女子に君のこと説明してやって。
わかりました。
コナちゃん、多分君のポケコンからでもこいつが見えるはず。イルを立ち上げてみなよ。
なんだと。
Frau quickly manipulates her Pokecom and...
なんというヌルヌルした動き。 60fps どころの騒ぎじゃなくね。 120fps は確実に出てね。つうか完全に実写。パネっす。
She's totally fixated on her screen. Anyway, I'll leave the rest to Sister Centipede. I check on the kill ballad matching status. Still no luck. This time, Frau provided me with a dedicated Pokecom for the cheater hunt. Well, it's not so much for me as it is for Frau's own ease of use. She said that she's been messing with the program, customizing it to make matching faster than before. According to her, number 2 is the only one I can be matched with now.
2っていうと花園か。
Hanasono 1991, currently ranked number 2 on the Kill Ballad leaderboards. Nickname, Lagger. To tell the truth, I don't think they're skilled enough to be in second place. Whenever I fight them, I don't get the sense that they're all that strong. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad at all, but they play more like someone who should be around rank 100. Yet for some reason, Lady Luck seems to be on their side. Though I know it's not actually just luck. It's more like a terrible environment for playing online games. Every time you fight Hanasono, it's almost guaranteed that you'll experience awful lag during the match. And it's not just 1 or 2 people who have experienced this. Hell, it's not even 100 people. It's everyone who has ever fought them, easily over 10,000 players. While I normally lag a lot all the time, in Hanasono's case, there's no lag at the start of a match. Everything is normal at the beginning, but then midway through the match, the lag begins. And there's seemingly no rhyme or reason to the timing. In fact, it's so bad that there's a site dedicated to investigating Hanasono's lag. I think they call that lag switching? The strangest thing is that once it goes away, you're the only one who has lost a ton of health. While you're hit by lag and unable to move, Hanasono can seemingly move freely and beat on their opponent. Thus, no matter how skilled you are, you can't beat Hanasono. The issue is that this is totally beyond the level of super reaction speed. There's no way to deal with it. Apparently, there have been tons of complaints to management about the bad lag. Most people believe that it's caused intentionally via some kind of cheat. The management, aka Frau, agreed and has decided to include them as one of the players to investigate in the cheater hunt. I've been doing image training and building simulations in my head of strategies that I can use to face Hanasono. I've concluded that it's still 3-7 in favor of Hanasono. Of course, I'll do my best to kick their ass, but I can't do anything about lag.
つまり俺の嫁はロゼッタってことですよ。つうか女子キャラは基本嫁。男子は嫁じゃなくてカプ。この感覚わかる？
エルディ元気ですね、わかります。薄い本がたくさん出たな。
Oh god.
今プレミアで10万超えてるのとかあるをもちろん手に入れましたがね。デュー。
これはひどい。お金を持ってるからってプレミア価格で買うとか本気で腐りすぎている。
Okay, you know what? Sister Centipede is pretty alright.
だがそれがいい。ホモが嫌いな女子はいません。
名言来たこれ。ハゲド。
Wait. How are they actually having a conversation? Even Sister Centipede's normal speech patterns have changed. Do they understand each other? I have no clue what they're even talking about. If I keep listening to this alien language, I'm gonna go nuts. Oh, here we go. A high-pitched sound effect rings out of the Pokecom wired to the PC. We've got a match.
来た。
花園の使用機体はボルトバリアンだを。
Frau's reverted back to normal. She starts monitoring the situation on her PC. Bolt, how do we pronounce this? Bolt Valian is a super heavyweight power fighter. It's slow, but each blow is heavy. It's normally a weak character, or machine, so you don't have to play too carefully around it. The story changes if they can move around freely in a laggy environment.
今回も勝っても負けてもどっちでもいいんでしょ？
OK。
Time to press buttons on keyboard. That's a lot of W. This is the real gameplay here. Oh no, this is one of those really long ones. God damn it. I still have no idea what happens if I mess up. I don't want to find out, but it is something I think about. So that's why I kind of focus. I actually look at the keyboard. I really don't want to make that mistake on accident. And apparently there are situations where the guide that I'm following wants me to maybe lose. I think it stated somewhere that, win all the games unless said otherwise. So there might be some situations where we gotta throw.
ま、こんなもんかな。この程度だよ、花園はね。2位にいるのが間違いなのさ。 コナちゃん、今回こそ証拠を押さえた？
Frau is operating her PC. She's using an old keyboard, something you don't see much these days, and is tapping away with splendid finger movements.
ぐぬぬ。
She's groaning again. Does that mean that she didn't find any evidence?
勘弁してくれよ。
ロゼッタ、東京の状況。
オールグリーンですわ。
なんで東京組役に立たなすぎだろカス。ああ、イラカベイラカベ。
She punches at the monitor several times, stopping just before hitting it.
なんでこっちのチート検出ソフトに引っかからないん？
Weird reaction.
まさかこっちの動き読まれてる？いやいやいや、そんなわけないし、ありえんし。だって今の対戦中だってチート技発動してたっつーの。東京組の言い訳は？
東京組のチャットログを表示いたしますね。
はあ、これはひどい。あいつら責任のなすりつけ合いとかしね。
They've got a lot of nerve asking me to help with the cheater hunting when they're so disorganized. Once I exit the room, I can hear the sound of fireworks still going on outside. I'm all fired up from that match against Hanasono. Usually I'd play a few random matches to cool down, but I'm really not in the mood. Oh, hello.
うわ、燃えるわ。
Is it? Damn, I have been unable to access my Pokecom the entire time. I hope there's nothing on Twitter that we're missing. Frau follows me out of the room. For some reason, she's breathing heavily and looking at me with bloodshot eyes.
廃墟で安入な表情して遠くの花火見る先輩燃えるわ。ちょっと中二病入ってるわ。
What part of it is Chunibyo?
ちなみに前から思ってたけど、制服のシャツの中に T シャツ着るのは論外なんで。
は？
胸元をはだけさせてこそだろう、上皇。鎖骨ペロペロしてやんよ。
Huh?
それだけで女子的にはたまらんつうか、ご飯3杯はいけるので、むは
で、ちょっとなんでいきなり人の服のボタンを外そうとしてるんだ。
I hurriedly brush her hands away and she clicks her tongue.
今日の先輩はいつもより安入い。はっ、なるほど。さては心に大きな傷を抱えましたな。
She sticks her finger against me.
その心の傷について詳しく。そうしたら私がその傷を指先でぐりぐりえぐり出してあげるを。傷をえぐられた挙句涙目になった先輩を最後に私がよしよししてあげれば。
You know, in a weird way, I feel like she's worse than Daru.
私大勝利。
いいから日本語で話せって。
Maybe I'll get Sister Centipede to start interpreting her. No, none of this actually matters. I sigh and look out the window again.
コナちゃんのお母さんっていつ失踪したんだっけ？
なんで？
I don't know. Deep conversations with fireworks on in the background?
どうもね。最近この島ってのどかに見えて実はそうでもないんじゃないかって思えてきてさ。コナちゃんのお母さんのことも絡んでたりするのかなって気までしてきたわけよ。いや、今のは忘れて。
なんという思わせぶりな態度。つられてやるくも。
落ち着け。
To be honest, I previously asked Musica-san to look into the whole deal with Frau's mom. And sure enough, Frau's mom, no, Furuguri Kona's mom, was in fact the director of Gunbarrel and went missing in 2015.
ママを見つけるヒントになることなら何でもいいから教えてほしい。前に話したよね。私がこの島に来たのは。
Damn, she's speaking normally, actually.
ママの行方の手がかり探すためだって。
So this is the real her. Frau's voice is soft, her head low. I can't believe this is the same girl who was going crazy and talking nonsense moments ago. Maybe everything she said is true. Maybe Kimijima and Frau's mom were both pursued by some unknown third party and came to this island. This island where Kimijima was murdered and where Frau's mom disappeared. Even if they're totally unrelated, two people in similar circumstances vanished on this island in a short period of time. Can that really be chalked up to coincidence? They might have something in common. Misune, I've learned too much and not enough. I can't just forget it all now.
Kimijima Report って知ってる？
君島？
I guess she's never heard of them. So I give her a quick summary. About Kimijima about the Kimijima reports and about their contents. Even after I finish speaking, Frau doesn't take her eyes off the fireworks in the distance. It's about time for them to end. The Yoira Iki Festival doesn't actually have all that many fireworks.
その君島公って人が死んだ年っていつ
2010年だっけ、愛梨ちゃん。
はい。
ママが最後にこの島で目撃されたのは2015年くらい。5年って結構長くね。
長いね。つまり君島公の死とお母さんの失踪に関連性
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
は
That killed the
ないって
moment.
言いたいわけね。
そんなのわかるわけない。
It's not that like my right click is sensitive or anything, it's just that I'm really stupid.
だから君島レポート一緒に探そう。
は？一緒に？
別にあんたのために手伝ってあげるわけじゃないんだからね。
何言ってんの？
ツンデレネタのテンプレ台詞だと何度言えば。
笑うところだったわけ？
Frau is squirming around embarrassingly,
この
as she
島に来
should.
て初めて出てきたママの行方につながりそうなヒント。今まで1ヶ月くらい全く何も情報出てこなくてどうしたらいいか困ってたから。釣りだったとしても別に全然問題ないよ。ヤシオ先輩の釣りならむしろ嬉しいし。
Frau's expression is honest. She does that every once in a while. At the end of the day, I can tell that she still loves her mom. But helping me look for the Kimijima reports?
少し考えとくよ。
And before I realize it, the sounds of fireworks are gone. I guess the festival is over. I'll meet up with Akiho and go home. As for why I didn't go to the festival, I'll just put the blame on Frau for that. That works. And it's a whole new day. And we're with Akiho again. Are we picking up parts or something? Oh wait, no, we're at the hangar.
しつこいですね。そんなもの着ないと言ってるじゃないですか。
Subaru's irritating me.
部員はこれまでずっとそれを着てきたの。男子も女子も関係ないんだってば。
そもそもこんなつなぎを着たら僕がロボ部とまだ関わっているとバレバレですよ。また父さんがここに現れたら言い逃れできない。そうなったらどう責任を取ってくれるんですか？
責任って。
Like yesterday, Subaru showed up again, so I figured I'd have him help with assembling Gunbuild 1's left leg. I offered to let him wear one of the jumpsuits the club has used for years, and I didn't think he'd be so against it.
その服で作業したら汚れちゃうよ。
ご心配なく。手伝うつもりはありませんから。
手伝ってよ。
手伝っているところを父さんに見られたらまずいって昨日から言ってるでしょ。まったく。
Says Subaru as he enters the hangar and begins to inspect the large servo motors. Looks like he hasn't lost his passion for giant robots.
そもそも昨日なら大徳先輩や八潮先輩だっていたでしょ。その時手伝ってもらえばよかったんです。
昨日だって散々手伝ってってお願いしたでしょ。でもカイもスバルもちっとも相手してくれなくて。
It's rare for all four of us to be in one place, so before the fireworks I figured we could assemble the left leg. But it was a no-go. The servo motor ended up hanging from this engine crane for 2 days.
ほんと男子連合軍って付き合い悪いよね。
Plus Kai is playing hooky today.
でもスバルが今日も顔を出してくれてよかった。昨日お面をプレゼントしてあげたおかげかな。
僕が手伝う前提で話さないでください。ちなみにあの大きさのモーターだと2人がかりでも組み上げるのは難しいんじゃないですか。せめて3人は必要だと思いますよ。僕は手伝いませんが。
ジュンももうすぐ来るはず。そしたら3人になるよ。
しつこいですね、部長。
スバルもね。
Sparks fly as our gazes collide. But then Subaru averts his eyes and looks back at the motor. Coward.
これだけの大きさだと相当の電力食いでしょう。そっちにある発電機程度じゃろくに稼働しないんじゃないですか。
ドクもそんなようなこと言ってた。だから一応バッテリーも一緒に積んでるの。
The central part of Gunbuild 1 contains the engine, power generator, and multiple batteries. The engine runs the power generator to make electricity, which moves the servo motors in the legs.
バッテリーといっても 数時間充電して稼働時間が 2,3 分増えるくらいじゃないですか。
ないよりはマシでしょ。
何にせよ5分しか動かないなんてナンセンスですよ。万博に出店してもほぼ止まったままということになります。
それはそうなんだけど、あれ以上バッテリーは積めないもん。重くなりすぎるし重心が狂っちゃう。
そこまで状況を把握していながらそれでも作るのはやめないと。
やめられないよ。完成は間近だもん。
Is it though? Subaru is staring me down from behind his glasses.
何？
Oh, whacked my microphone there. Yet again, he averts his eyes first.
どうやら僕が何を言っても部長は聞く耳持たないみたいですね。ヤシオ先輩の言うことなら聞きますか？
どうせ会はガンツクワンには興味ないから。
ですが僕よりは可能性があると。
As we continue talking, a truck I recognize parks in front of the hangar. Robot Clinic is written on the side of the body in a bold, imposing font. This is a total secret, but every time I see it, I gotta hold back my laughter at how silly it looks. As expected, Doc gets out of the driver's seat.
こんにちは、ドク。
3つ目のサーボ持ってきてやったぜ。
待ってました。
I stretch up and peek inside the truck bay. There's a single large object sitting there. It's a part of Gun Build 1, from the ankle down to be more specific. I've already extended, welded, and bolted parts onto Doc's made-to-order giant servo motor. I even added wheels to the front of the foot to account for what Subaru pointed out. It's not quite the same as the right leg that was assembled years ago, but it's pretty close in form. And this is all thanks to Doc letting me use a bunch of the machines at his store. Normally, a local workshop would never let an outsider, never mind a teenager, use their stuff. But Doc went and told me to do whatever I could on my own. He even let me borrow the tools I needed. This is why I've been commuting to Doc's shop every day to build the ankle.
左足、思った以上にハイペースで完成しそうだな。足なんて飾りですなんて言わせないんだから。うち頑張ったよね。ねえ、ドク。
ふん。サーボさえ用意できりゃすぐに組み上げられるようにしてあったからだろうが。そりゃお前の手柄じゃねえ。事前に加工パーツやら接続パーツを用意しといた OB どもの手柄だ。
もちろん分かってるって。
But I did have to assemble the thigh section all by myself. The thigh is the most important part of Gun Build 1, as it forcibly connects two servo motors with metal plates. Gun Build 1 relies on his strength in order to walk. If Gun Build 1's not strong enough, the leg won't be able to endure the weight of his body and he'll collapse. The thigh section is currently hanging from an engine crane in the hangar. That's the motor that Subaru was inspecting earlier. Basically, the leg consists of three parts: the thigh, the ankle Doc had just brought over, and the pre-completed shin. The shin is just a part that connects the thigh servo motor to the ankle one. It's about as thick as the thigh. But it doesn't contain any servo motors of its own, so the OGs completed it years ago and stored it in the hangar. The OGs also made each bolt used to connect the thigh, shin, and ankle, so everything's now accounted for. In other words, while the left leg is still incomplete, aside from assembly, we're about 80% of the way there.
止まってた作業が一気に動き始めたな。
I've been really excited this entire past week.
スバル、これで分かったでしょ？
何がですか？
うちはサボってたわけじゃないって話。結局ね、ずっと作業が滞ってたのはエンジンとかバッテリーとかサーボモーターとか、そういう自分たちじゃ作れない巨大パーツが買えなかったからで。だから歴代の部員はみんな、もちろんうちもだけど、連結用のパーツとかボルトとか側とかをコツコツ作ってきたの。
Granted, after becoming a senior, most of my time was taken up by trying to negotiate our budget with the VP.
そういう小さな積み重ねがやっと今花開いたわけ。まさに血と汗と涙の結晶なんだよ。その辺分かってほしいな。
血生臭いですね。
血は言い過ぎた。とにかく 歴代 OB の方々ありがとう。このたくさんの結晶をうちが形にしてみせますから。
I face the setting sun, although it's still broad daylight out, and swear my oath once again. Doc uses a crane to remove the ankle section from the truck bed.
ドクって実はすごくいい人だよね。大きなパーツとか買ったらいつもここまでタダで運んでくれるし。あ、それとももしかしてパーツ代には運送費も込みだった？道理で相場よりちょっと高いと思った。
なんか言ったか？
なんでも。
Yeah, just don't repeat any of that.
島内なら店からの運送費なんざ取らねえよ。金を払った相手にはアフターケアも含めてちゃんと対応する。それがプロってもんだ。それにお前らがパーツ運ぶとなると、どうせ光彦の野郎の軽トラを引っ張り出してくるんだろうが、奴にうちの店の敷居をまたがすたくはねえんだよ。そんなことされるくらいなら俺が運んでやった方がよっぽどマシだ。
Well, at least he understands how unreliable he is.
そこまで嫌いなんだ。
I'm really glad I told Michi not to swing by the hangar today. After Doc lowered Gun Build 1's ankle section, he and Subaru then helped me push it into the hangar. It has wheels, but that's just to prevent tripping. They're not usually touching the ground. We ended up having to move the thing on a rolling cart.
ねえ、ドクも手伝ってくれないかな。ちょうど太もも部分を取り付けようとしてたところなんだ。
年寄りはこき使いやがって、小娘の分際で。
ドクの経験が頼りなんだよ。
うん。ああ、ついでだ。手伝ってやるよ。だが気に入らねえな。ロボ部はもう一人いたろう。付き添いはどこ行った？
カイはサボり。ジュンはもう来てもいいはずなんだけどな。
ジュン？誰だそりゃ。
Oh.
何言ってんの。ドクの孫でしょ。大徳ジュンナちゃん。
おお、ジュンか。
Doc suddenly goes quiet.
そうか。ロボ部に入ったのか。
聞いてないの？
別にどうでもいいことだ。作業を始めるぞ。ロボ部、指示はお前がやんな。そこのメガネ。
Subaru was quietly attempting to leave, but Doc angrily shouts at him from behind.
何帰ろうとしてやがる。お前も手伝うんだよ。
僕は。
いいから早く準備しな。でないとぶん殴るぞ。
All right.
むちゃくちゃだ。
Subaru mutters to himself like he's about to cry. The thigh section weighs over 100 kilograms. We adjust the location of the engine crane it's hanging from and set it so that it can connect to the waist section. It takes over 10 minutes for the three of us to move it only a few meters. We very carefully set it into the connection part of the waist. While supporting the thigh section hanging in midair, we make minute adjustments over and over again.
バカ野郎、もっと左だ、左。
さっき右って言ったじゃん。
行き過ぎなんですよ。ほらまたストップストップ。
ちゃんとしねえか。このままじゃ接合部がバカになるだろうが。
ドクの指示が悪いんだよ。
This sucks. Why am I the... yeah, why is she the one getting yelled at? I guess she's the one that wanted things to get done, so yeah, there you go. If you're the one that wants the robot to be complete, you're the one that's going to get all the flack. The thigh section is heavy, so adjusting it by even a few centimeters is tough work. Though I do have to admit, I do feel bad for her. I mean, she, again, is the only one that wants it done. It does suck that she's also going to get that flack. I'm soaked in sweat, my throat is parched, and I don't have the leeway to drink a scowl. After getting the connection lined up, I insert the Robotics Club's handmade bolts and secure them. Each connector uses over 10 large bolts. I carefully but quickly fasten around 30 bolts in total. Meanwhile, Doc and Subaru quietly support the thigh section in its position. If it's even slightly off, the bolts won't go through properly. This could lead to failure later, so it has to be done carefully and securely.
あれ、ボルト3個くらい足りないんだけど、どこ行ったか知らない？
僕らに聞かれたってわかるわけないでしょ。それより早くしてください。
おかしいな。何日か前に数えた時はちゃんとあったのに。
I crawl around onto the floor searching for them, but no luck.
二人ともそのままの状態で待機ね。
I run over to the shelf at the back of the hangar. I scrounge around in the box with small parts, but I don't see the bolts I'm after.
なんで3個だけなくなるんですか。ナンセンスだ。
もともと少なかったとか言うんじゃねえぞ。
単なる数え間違いか。部長なら可能性はありそうですね。
そんなことないってば。もうかれこれ30回以上は数えたんだから。
Back when Gunbuild 1 construction was at a standstill, all I could do was stuff like count bolts and oil the motor cams.
だったらもう一度足元をちゃんと探してみな。結構変なところに転がってるもんだ。
Prompted by Doc, I crawl into the area below the hanging thighs section to see if the bolts fell down there. They weren't under the thigh section, instead they had rolled under the knee of the completed right leg. And with that, mission accomplished. I put a couple of the thick wooden rods under the thigh section to support it. And that's why she gets yelled at.
なんとか終わった。
See, we found a proper reason. It's insanely hot in the garage, so the three of us are drenched in sweat. I check the time on my Pokecom.
うわ、作業を始めてから2時間近く経ってる。
容量が悪すぎるんです、部長は。
だな。大場で働いてる人間ならこんなもん30分でできる仕事だ。
Isn't it kinda unfair to be comparing me to the pros?
本当に勘弁してくださいよ。こんなことして見つかったりしたら。
だったらすね部分はどこが指示してよ。
今からか？
Yeah, wait. How long is he gonna be helping out? Shouldn't he, like, get back to his store?
30分でできるんでしょ。
俺はロボ部の専属メカニックじゃねえんだぞ。
Doc grimaces like he just bit down on a sour lemon. His wrinkled face looks even more wrinkled than usual.
ああ、いい。どうせ今日は暇だったしな。付き合ってやるよ。
もちろんスバルもね。
僕は帰りますって。だいたい大徳先輩はどうしたんです？
あれ、そういえば。
Unless she did show up and she saw, the fine gentleman here on the left. Did she see that Doc was here and run off?
ロク、かわいそうなおじいちゃん。
I want to cry.
何わけのわかんねえこと言ってやがる。さっさと始めるぞ。
ああ、でもその前にお昼ご飯食べたいんだけど、うち朝から何にも食べてないし。
年寄りは問答無用で手伝わしといて、何甘えたこと言ってんだ。これだから最近の若いやつは使えねえんだ。
すいませんが、僕は。
うるせえメガネ。帰るなんて許さねえぞ。
そんにゃ。
Oh my god. Whoa, Doc is fuming. In the end, the three of us worked all the way until sunset without taking a single break. I refuse to believe that Doc is in his 70s. He might be more sprightly than we are, jeez. But thanks to him, we managed to complete the left leg in a single day. I really wonder how this giant-ass robot is going to turn out. I mean, they're making progress, but... after all the things we hear about, it's like... Is it good progress, or... I don't know. Alrighty. Well, I guess we'll end it there. Hey, that's my birthday. Yeah, this was a pretty neat little episode. Nothing too crazy happened, but I do wonder how things will go. Sure, robot construction, Kimijima reports. Very strange that Misaki knows exactly... Wait, is it Misaki or... No, it's Misaki, right? God damn it. Kaito's always saying Misane, so I always forget the last syllable. Well, anyways, with her warning to him, saying, don't go any further, she knows about what's going on here. And it's not surprising given that, like, we've had a couple hints or so that she's doing something suspicious. So I want to say that there's some sort of connection here. I have a feeling that it's going in the direction of, if he continues to go down this path, finding these reports and learning more secrets, he will end up in a similar position to Misaki or become enemies with her. In what way, I have no idea. Alrighty, well, we'll wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy.